We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SidescrollersPlus.com. My microphone is working today. Here we are. Great to see you. Happy Friday. It is Finish Strong Friday, friends. We are ready to blast your face with fun today. Right, Blabs?
Was it actually working, or am I just trolling you this time?
No, it's definitely working because you could hear me, what I said.
Well, listen, I just wanted to see if you would realize you didn't actually hear yourself.
No, I'm pretty sure that you understood because you actually opened up with a question based off things that I said.
How do you know? What if I was just in the room with you and I bugged it and I knew?
Yeah, Blabs, that'd be really amazing if you were in the room with me. And
what if I'm like an agent in disguise and I can bug people?
You do bug people on a day-to-day basis. This is very true. How are you, Blabs?
I'm good. I'm happy it's Friday.
Oh, yeah?
But I would like some sunshine, because it's been 5 days of just no sun. That's kind of depressing.
Sad day. Well,
sad.
You do live in Guam, so there's that.
Yeah, and everyone died, and there's no sun.
Wildly unfortunate for the
It really is. I'm the sole survivor.
That's really rough.
I still need that air, chat.
Send Blabs air. Send Blabs air, which is great. All right, big show today. Lots going on. We have a phenomenal guest. One of my favorite new friends and incredibly talented. If you guys saw some of the videos and pictures that came out of our Fundathon, this gentleman made them. This is the Ray. How are you, buddy?
What up? I enjoyed the Blabs as an international man and or woman of mystery. Like, I was going to ask you if you were turtle enough for the Turtle Club when we were talking about your master.
I have a turtle.
There you go.
My name is Sophia.
I have zero doubt.
I've missed you in the 2 weeks it's been since we were hanging out in beautiful Southwest Florida.
That's right. It was
Southwest.
Good times. Good times for sure.
That's why Blabs can't handle the gray and no sun anymore, because she's been baptized in the Florida sunshine.
True.
There it is.
It's true. I do genuinely miss the sunshine.
You can see in my window behind me, it is bright and beautiful, as it always is down here. So.
I have clouds and little leftover of snow.
I do not miss the
sprinkled like cocaine, like someone dropped a big ass bag of cocaine all over the place.
Yeah,
little sprinkles.
In my tour of duty in the Midwest, from this point of the year, it was like basically Halloween was like the death point for weather. You either had a really nice Halloween or really awful Halloween as far as weather, and then it was gray from Halloween until Easter.
Yep.
Every day.
Yep.
No sun.
Nope.
Ever.
Never.
Ridiculous.
You want to turn to a vampire?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully today's show brings all sorts of fun and sunshine for you guys. See how I tied it all in there? That was great. Thank you. Mega.
Well done. Well done, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes.
Well.
Yep.
Oh my God, you're gay.
No. Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's rough.
Did you just lose your internet?
Did we lose his mic again?
Yeah. All right, I'll do it. Big Dick Mahoney, hi.
What up? I'm here to blast your face with fun, everybody. How y'all doing?
I'm doing great, man. The giant oversized print of the Michael picture behind you, just God. Oh man.
Pretty amazing. It makes him the happiest. For those who didn't watch the Fundathon, there it is right there. The thing that's not a picture of Phoenix, by the way.
No.
That is a picture of Michael from Rumble. as done by this young lady right here in her incredible
Hi.
artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Would you
And
call that impressionism? Are you an impressionist?
I call
No,
it
it's-
realistic.
It looks like a photograph of him, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, you know that song by Nickelback. Look at this photograph. He
Look at
actually
this
pulls that photo
photograph.
up.
Oh,
Yeah, he puts
there it
that
is.
photo up actually instead.
I think
I like
next week,
Nickelback better the first time when they were called Creed.
Oh wow.
they're all awesome, by the way. Creed and Nickelback. Don't no shade. These will end up on my back wall next week. I just want to let you know. This
Next
is
to the bat.
the original. Well, the bat's just hanging out back there.
Yeah, well the bat needs to go up because that's really cool.
Well, it's a bat, Blabs.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
With
like,
your
hang up a
name
bat.
on it. That's
gonna-
sick.
I'm gonna put a bat up on. I'm gonna put a bat under my bed so I can beat somebody up, like in Back to the Future 2, or where the guy comes
What?
out.
Were you expecting somebody to show up in your bedroom?
No,
That's not
listen,
invited?
I'm just saying, if somebody shows up in my house, they have other things than bats waiting for them. I promise you that.
Watch
so,
out.
welcome to Texas, y'all.
Pew pew.
Pew pew
stand
pew
stand
indeed.
your ground, brother. Stand your ground.
That's right. Hey, speaking of pew pews, big news today. GTA 6 has been delayed. See how I tied that in again one more time. We're gonna be getting into that.
Shocking.
Yes, incredibly.
This is my shocked face, in fact.
There it is. We will get into that. Also, what is shocking though, and I think this is all just a very clever marketing ploy. We talked about the India poop video that Tyler Oliveira was going to release, and he has apparently been threatened so much that he will no longer be releasing said video, which is very interesting. I think it's marketing though, but we'll see. We'll see. Either way, we're doing part of his bidding right now.
So is this like PoopGate?
Blabs, I called it PoopGate a week ago.
Yeah. But like, are we actually like legitimately calling it PoopGate?
Yeah, why not? Why would we not call it PoopGate?
Just questioning. That's all.
I think these are important questions to ask right here.
Yes, I'm here.
In addition to PoopGate, we have Pizza Hut hopping on the biggest meme of all time over here, which is great. Some serious plane talk happening today. Sydney Sweeney has broken the internet one more time by simply saying nothing. We got a bunch of movie things today. We're gonna talk about that stupid Nina Lynn streamer who is unbanned, and there's been a wide response to that. And if we got time, we'll get to some other fun things. But lots going on in the world. Square Enix just laid off pretty much its entire U.S. branch because, why would they? Because the U.S. branch ruined the company, but whatever. So lots to get into in the world of gaming, entertainment, pop culture, and we're glad you're with us. Let's see. If you're new, make sure you hit the follow button. Join us, the 26,000 over on Rumble, the 134,000 over on YouTube as we continue to grow a little bit more every single day. We got a big sponsor today, which I look forward to sharing with you guys, and that sponsor is us and you. So we'll get to that a little bit later. But we always like to start the show with Today in Gaming History, and it's a big one today.
Today in Gaming History with Blabs.
That's me.
All right.
So listen, what the fuck, Phoenix? He's like a kid at the school ground. I got cool stuff. Oh, he's got a mouse. Listen. So before I even pull this thing up, I'm just gonna let you guys know that I already know I'm fired because I only have 3 slots, and it was a lot to pick from. In fact, when I was working on this yesterday, I put in today's run sheet yesterday that I was already gonna be fired. So I'm already equipped and ready for it. But anyway, November 7th, everybody, Crash Bash, which is I love this game. I freaking loved this as a kid. It was released in 2000. You have Phoenix's favorite game ever, Guitar Hero, released in 2005, and then listen, everyone can hear it. Gears of War was released back in 2006. The end. Ta-da! Plus everything else.
I love Gears of War so much. So much.
Look at this guy.
So much.
Look at that guy.
I love it.
Look at that girl.
I'm so prepared, and
I'm
so
a guy.
I love this list so much. By the way, I have a feeling if you couldn't figure out what to pick, I have a feeling Crash Bash probably doesn't need to be on here. But Gears of
That's
War,
like the one game I played besides Guitar Hero, if you count
well,
that.
I know that gaming history just means what your favorite color of the day
Correct,
is.
correct.
But but you cannot go wrong with Gears of War. This was a big game changer. It
Genre
inspired-
changer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It inspired so many incredible games that still echo today. And Guitar Hero, a monumental release. I will shut up now, but I'm very excited.com. Bye.
No. You are valid in everything that you said. By the way, the over-under on my microphone cutting out today is 7 throughout the course of the show. Get your bets in now, by the way, guys. With that said, Blabs, some noticeable games that you missed today, and there are quite a few.
Yeah. Like this entire week is basically insane. Even next week, also just with all the Call of Duty releases too.
Wow.
Yes. Include Rune for the
Wow.
PC in the year 2000. Mario Kart Double Dash, which some would say is the best Mario Kart.
But I will say that at the time it was it didn't have it gained a cult following later.
Yeah.
Historically, it was kind of not a dud, but it didn't land the way the other ones did.
You want to know why it didn't land, Phoenix?
I'm ready.
Because it was on the GameCube.
Yeah, GameCube was Nintendo's biggest swing and a miss, and it really wasn't. But for Nintendo, it's their biggest miss.
That's the same with like Mario Kart 8, which was on the Wii U, which no one had except yours truly.
I have a Wii U.
I had a Wii U.
I still have it. It's in my living room.
I used to play Batman Arkham Origins, and it was terrible. It sucked on that console. It was like the worst experience ever, but I played it all the time.
I used to play the shit out of Lego Jurassic World on my Wii U.
All right, I stand corrected. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And actually, the annoying thing about that was that if you only looked at the one screen and not on the TV, you would miss like gameplay stuff and you couldn't do certain things. So you had to turn the TV back on because I'm like, I can't fucking see what I'm doing. Yeah.
Well, hey, let us know in the chat if you owned a Wii U. 100%. That'd be great. Some other noticeable games that you missed today, Blabs. Obviously, I'm very glad that you did not include SpongeBob SquarePants: The Yellow Avenger.
It was a close call, dude. It was either that or Call of Duty 3 instead of Crash Bash, but I went with Crash Bash.
You guys just changed my world with this next one. Oh my god, this was one of my favorite games of all time, and no one talks about it.
I know where you're going to this. This is a
Path of Neo was elite.
Yes.
That game was so good, so good. I loved it.
So, and they needed to make it because the prior release didn't feature Keanu at all.
What was that one called? The Matrix Revelation? No, what was it called?
I forget.
You played as the little Chinese guy with the glasses on. I could try canceled right now. Yeah.
You can't say Chinese.
I can grab it. I have it, but
Asian or yellow or something.
The Path of Neo. This game was way ahead of its time. I loved this game.
Little third-person action right here had bullet time on it, I believe. You know, with the Matrix stuff. Like,
yeah, you could like dive around corners in bullet time and shoot everybody. It's super fun.
Great stuff right there. Yeah, Path of Neo, super fun. Also on our list today that you did not choose today, Blabs. You mentioned Call of Duty 3, the last Call of Duty before the total overhaul of the franchise. We mentioned that the other day with Call of Duty 4. Gears of War, Guilty Gear. Over here in the arcade, Guitar Hero 2.
Even Gears of War 2,
my goodness. SOCOM, are you kidding me? How's that not on the list, Blab?
Hello.
How's that not? You put Crash Bandicoot and Funny Race Car Friends on instead of SOCOM? Me right now?
The music.
Oh my god. So that's like if GoldenEye was on the list and you were like, nah, let's put like Pikachu's Wild Adventure on it or something. Come on.
Welcome today in gaming history, Ray.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. It sucks all at the same time.
You just took me from super excited about referencing the Matrix Path of Neo, and then left SOCOM out and impacted.
But here's a question though: did SOCOM have the same kind of impact as Call of Duty 3 did, though? Take your feeling aside, if you had to pick which was like more historically important, which would you say? I would say Call of Duty. No?
I say it's SOCOM, and here's why. Because SOCOM was the first PlayStation game that shipped with the network adapter and the headset. It was the first online PlayStation shooter that there was. The marketing campaign for that game revolved completely around the fact that you could get online with your friends from all across the country, all across the world, and communicate and have comms and play games together on a console. It changed everything.
So this is, and I agree with you on this. I remember listening to the radio on a sports talk radio station in Dallas around 2006, 2007. And these are not gamer guys by any means. These are your sports talk radio hosts, right? And I remember them having segments about playing SOCOM.
Yep.
Like it was so stupid that it was like this inside joke that after their show they'd all get together and play SOCOM, and it was definitely a big part. That's how I know that SOCOM transcended just gaming in general.
Phoenix,
sure.
here's how you really know. It's what is it? 20 years? 20? What? How many years was it? It's got to be more than 20. Like
2006.
Okay, 20 years later, there are still people that are purchasing old PlayStations and putting them on network VPNs and playing SOCOM together today because they've created their own servers to do it. And there are huge communities left by our homie SOCOM John. You can find him on Twitter and YouTube and everywhere. This guy, there are underground like mom and pop developers that are rebuilding SOCOM in Unreal Engine 5 with like there's probably 10 games right now. Peak 53 is one. There's a bunch of them. And then beyond that, in Battlefield 6's brand new Battlefield Portal, there's a group of people that have already rebuilt half the SOCOM maps and modded Battlefield 6 to be third person. SOCOM lives today. It's wild.
You were the perfect guest to bring today. You were just like designed for SOCOM.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, guys. That's just what it is.
On fire. Well, some other noticeable games in addition to SOCOM here include the Sega Genesis collection for the PlayStation 2. I personally have that one.
There's 52,000 of those, though.
There are. But I just happen to.
They're like now. That's what I call music, but for video games.
Right. That's a good analogy right there. We have a Sopranos game for the PlayStation 2. The failed Tony Hawk Project 8, Gears of War 2, Need for Speed Payback, returning for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Sonic Forces, Leisure Suit Larry.
Old school.
Wet Dreams Don't Dry. Blabs, you know anything about Leisure Suit Larry?
Yes, isn't he the one who sleeps with the hookers and shit, right?
Well, it is Grand Theft Auto, but yes, Leisure Suit Larry was the first, I would say, one of the first mainstream inappropriate video games that I remember hearing about.
Yeah, wasn't it like one of the very first ones? Wasn't that the original one from the 90s or some shit?
Yeah, you would type in it. So it was made by Owlow. They're actually really great games, in my opinion. They were like text adventure / graphic adventure from Sierra.
Yep.
Oh, you know.
You ever seen? So you want to see some hardcore video gameplay?
I think I've seen the one from the 90s where like the dude just walks up the stairs and everything and like doesn't he just that.
You can die from AIDS in it, by the
way. Awesome.
Yeah.
So you can
know it's a good game, Phoenix.
Yeah. Look in the sink. Wow. There you go. You can just make your way around. But the idea here is that you could fornicate. Blabs.
Yeah, he's got to get the condoms here because then the AIDS thing happens later. So make sure if you're here, get condoms.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
The graphics look like it was on my TI-83 calculator in high school.
Yeah. This was not. This was on the PC back in the day. This is high-res graphics there.
Don't you mean the TI-89?
No, TI-83.
I don't know, man. You know how long it's been since I was in high school? Come on, Blabs.
Blabs, listen, I had a TI-83, just like Ray over here, all right? Not some TI-89 nonsense. That's a different model. That's next level. We are 6 generations behind you. Do you not understand?
I just don't know how you can leave SOCOM off this list and then correct me because of a calculator.
Thank you, Ray.
What?
Thank you.
What is happening right now?
Damn, bro.
Burn. Some other noticeable games include Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl 2 and last year, Mario and Luigi Brothership.
That seems suspect.
There is one game actually that I very much we have not discussed here, but I did want to dig into you guys here. As if you scroll all the way to the top, you will see this right here. Jam Pack
Winter 2000.
That's right. Jam Pack Winter 2000. Now, this comes from a different era of video games where the demo disc was a big player. And Ray, I see you. You know.
Oh man.
You know what I'm getting at.
I have so many demo discs.
Blabs, have you ever experienced a demo disc before?
Like a demo CD of a video game?
No, not of a video game, Blabs. Of like 5 video games.
Like this experience. Check this out, Blabs.
Oh, this is so exciting. There is one elite demo disc that raises above them all, and I'd hope we can all agree on it once this is done.
Because this is on the original PlayStation. They would give you these discs, Blabs, and on it would have just like the first level of 5 or 6 games.
Yep.
It was just whoa!
That was pull out. Glad I wore my in-ear monitors today.
He
Yikes.
almost made Phoenix pass out. Did you guys see
Sorry.
that?
Well, he's very excited. But look at how cool this is. Whoa!
Mhm.
You go in, and it gives you like little background stuff. You can go.
It's
play
so
different
funny
games.
because they look like Oompa Loompa Halo guys.
Well, Blabs, at this point, Halo, I don't think existed. So
Yeah,
there's
but that's the funny part.
Cool borders.
Yeah,
That's
I've
what
never
started that
seen
game.
these before
Not
now.
sure if you know that or not.
Oh man. Well, I liked your reference there. So you got a little cool borders. You got a
Mm-hmm.
little. Looks like a little bit of.
Crash Bash, let's go!
Yep,
I
yep,
played
yep.
that.
So you can see how it all kind of ties together.
Oh
but-
my god, I missed that level. That was shit. That was so hard. Oh.
When I bought my PS1, it came with a demo disc. It like came in the box, and I remember it had Parappa the Rappa on it, and it had I think it was called. Well, what was the Star Wars fighting game called? The Legends of Terrasasi or something. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Terracasa. Yeah. Look, just real quick. Look at the variety of games in this. You got some sort of football game. You got Spyro over here. You had Crash Bandicoot.
I think that was actually Game Day, not Madden. I think that was NFL Game Day.
Whatever it
Maybe
was.
wrong.
You had something like, but the idea being that you have some sort of like football game. This is a true variety of games that you could play. All sorts of different things. It'd give you a full rundown. Some sort of you had sports games. You had action games. You had freaking Spider-Man. Like this was they had all sorts of. This was fun, man. I don't even know
What
what's
in the
happening
Team
right
New
here.
Spider-Man are we watching right now?
Just some guy running around his.
Phoenix, why did you put your Halloween self footage up there? Come on, dude.
Listen, I just wanted to sneak it in
Home
there
video
because
from Halloween.
I missed the glory days. I missed the glory days.
The single greatest demo disc of all time, and this is undisputable. You can fight me on this, everybody. I'll die on this hill. When Tony Hawk Pro Skater was coming out, Pizza Hut gave you a demo disc that had the warehouse level of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I think I played that demo more than the actual full game when I actually was able to get the game. But you got it from Pizza Hut for buying like a Pizza Hut PlayStation family meal or something like that. Legendary. I need to find I would buy it right now. I need to go on eBay and find the Pizza Hut demo disc. I will buy it now.
Well,
put it on the shelf.
It's funny you mentioned that because there's actually a title. God rest the escapist of all things. The escapist put up a video. Says Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Pizza Hut, and the greatest video game demo ever.
I told you.
So
that's so
there,
good.
There you go. Got a little fun there. Well, and that, my friends, is today in gaming history. That was a high quality video game segment right there, Phoenix.
Yeah, I actually say I think Blabs actually did a really good job. For me, I actually would have stuck with that list, but after what Ray was talking about, I do think SOCOM does belong, I guess, in place of Crash Bash.
How dare you?
I'm saying I would have personally chosen that. I would have chosen that.
The of these people.
How you put the audacity of this bitch? Just try and get rid of Crash Bash. I don't think so, dude.
Well, Blabs, while you try to work your way out of the mud from today,
There's no mud to get out of. I knew I was already gonna be fired in the first place. There's too many. I mean, there's even Gears 2.
Literally just said your list was great, and I'm holding Crash
And
Bash
then you were
right
like,
here.
I'd swap out, so it can't be that great if you really want to work on it and swap things out.
I said, for me personally, I would have chosen what you did. After what Ray said, I think that does make sense historically to go there.
It's a beautiful list.
Isn't it amazing? It takes offense to literally everything. You're like, hey, Blabs, you look really nice today. And she's like, fuck you. It's really spectacular. Blabs, will you please read a couple supers while I go and grab a gift really fast and then tell everybody about today's sponsor? I'll be right back.
Okay. Got a gift. Anyway.
I appreciate it. Like, you didn't know that I was coming. All right.
Got a gift.
Oh,
Just
man.
friends. Anyway, Speedy Cake for Australian 20 says, didn't manage to catch the live stream last night, but while watching the VOD, I counted 2 times you guys missed out a perfect pun. 1, Mr. Beats audience. And 2, spread them cheeks. 3rd, Mr. Beats an Instagram scandal bit. I like them, spread them cheeks. I like that a lot. Anyway, Mercenary for 1 says, you're 5 for Gears of War.
What? No,
What?
That's impossible.
That's what? No. Anyway.
Even if you hate Gears of War, it belongs on that list no matter what, because
Yep.
it radically changed gaming moving forward.
Yep. Jared, for one, says, while I love the original Gears trilogy, the first one will always be my favorite. Well done, Blabs. Also, did anyone buy the newest version of the PlayStation 5? How many versions are there?
There's several.
They moved the remastered, which was originally on the Xbox One, to the PlayStation. I guess with some extra bells and whistles or something.
Well, this one's good. Saga Boy for 18 says, hey everyone, today's my 40th birthday and I'm spending with side scrollers. Happy birthday to you. Hang on, do I have that gay guy?
Happy, much happy birthday for you.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you for spending it with us, buddy. Appreciate that.
It's the sore on his lip for me. Honestly, it's uncomfortable.
Jared for one says, how is Arc Raiders so far from what you've played so far, Ray? And what's the idea behind this game?
Which one?
Arc Raiders?
Oh, I think I hate it. Like, honestly, like it is like if you go to Rumble right now, everyone should have it. Me and Silver Fox have been talking about it for weeks. The weird thing is there's so much good about Arc Raiders. It's beautiful. Like, it's gorgeous. The world is unbelievable to explore. The audio, very good. The soundtrack, maybe one of the greatest gaming soundtracks I ever heard. For me, though, I don't care about collecting rubber hoses for 45 minutes and then turn them into a workbench. It does nothing for me. Like fighting off the robot, like the AI computer stuff, and barely escaping with like a backpack full of rubber hoses and like broken dishes. I don't care. Like, I want to get into a game and I'll fight people. Like, I want to be competitive. I want to be better than everybody else. I want to be able to take clips out that show that I'm better than everybody else. I think the current meta of that game's experience is to get in there and like convince other players that you're friendly and have them help you do your missions and then murder them at the end and everybody laughs. But like, that's going to get old. Like, I don't know. But I bought it, so I feel like I have to play it. I'm weird about it. I'm agnostic, maybe.
Okay.
Thank you, Ray.
Cookie Kaiju gifted 1 Rumble Premium membership. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much, Cookie.
Hellsaber became a new member, says, I miss the days when games had intro videos like Gran Turismo on PlayStation 1 with the feeder soundtrack.
Heck yeah. Thanks, Hellsaber.
Reese for 2 says, Brainstorm, Blabs play Leisure Suit Larry AGI. She might love it. And then Mercenary says, Phoenix, he's trying to say Phoenix, but it's like Phoenix. Gats is why I hate Gears of War. It changed things for the worse in gaming.
That's incorrect.
Good.
And also Zorak went over to sidescrollersmerch.com and picked up a couple items. Going to look very sexy. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Zorak. All right. Well, today's episode is brought to you by you guys over at the Real Game Awards, as the Real Game Awards is back. And this year, you, as always, control the show. Now, you guys got to remember, from now until November 30th, that is the end of the month, it is your time to shape what this show becomes. So you go to therealgameawards.com and submit your category nominations. It can be anything from Game of the Year, biggest cash grab. Last year, we had shitty-ass Game of the Year. If you think it deserves a category, it's your job to go in and actually let us know. Look, you guys know it. The Real Game Awards is made for you by us. We are just a mouthpiece when it comes to this. There are no corporate panels, no insiders, just you deciding what deserves the spotlight. So if you guys think Arc Raiders is a Game of the Year, hey, guess what? Ray, you can make it. You potentially could throw it out there. Just letting you know. All right. So it's totally on you guys. So please head on over to therealgameawards.com. Make your voice heard and start building the award show that gaming actually deserves. So once again, category nominations are open now through November 30th. Go to therealgameawards.com and become a voting member. Scroll on down. You can join right here. It's $30 for the year. And you can support and help build an alternative to the existing which is out there. We appreciate y'all's support. As you can see at the top of the screen, category nominations open right now through the end of the month. And so let's shape this son of a bitch up and let's start making things happen. All right. I did promise a little tease and delivering a little gift to the show, Ray. And I thought that you, being a demo disc guy, I bust these out probably every 6 months or so, but no better time to bust these out than right now. Ray, I thought that you'd really like to see this giant group of demo discs I have for the Xbox here.
That's all. I remember this stuff, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
these are ranging. This is a 2004, 2003, all the way up to January of 2006, right here, with Xbox and Xbox 360 demos here. Go ahead and pick a month. Let's just how about you just pick a number here, and I'll pull
wait,
one out.
I can help with that. Hang on, wait.
April!
We're picking April. April!
Unbelievable, really. America's sweetheart, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
April 2005. 3 all-new playable Xbox demos, and this includes 5 Halo 2 downloads.
Ooh.
This included Jade Empire. Let's see what we got here on the back here. It has playable demos include Jade Empire, Area 51, a brand new demo, plus a killer app of a hidden demo. That's interesting. There's hidden things on here. There's Halo 2 game types, including Peacemaker.
Oh no!
There it is. We're getting close for that over under.
There's one.
Oh dear.
Iron Phoenix. There's all sorts of stuff on here. Video showcase. I love that they would include like little trailers and stuff on here. Something for Midnight Club 3, Project Snowblind, a trailer for Gamefly. You guys remember Gamefly? Let's see.
I sure do. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Good,
One of my favorite like old demo disc and like PS1 disc hidden features was, did you ever put a PlayStation disc in like a CD player, like a Walkman or whatever?
Yeah, where you could play the music.
You listen to the music from the game.
Mm-hmm.
It was the best. Nobody knew.
Very fun.
Wait. Did you say you could put a PlayStation CD into a Walkman?
No,
And you
could put a PlayStation game into a Walkman.
Yeah, yes, to be correct. Like the CD, like the game on the disc, if you put it in your Walkman or your CD player in your car, you could listen to the music from the game.
They were just WAV files. Yeah.
It was, it was like a soundtrack.
They didn't have compression really back then, so they were just pulling WAV files off of the CD.
If I go and grab a PlayStation 1 game that I have, and I just go into my car and stick it in the CD.
Is it every single one of them? I thought it would have to be like.
I don't know. They weren't advertised like that though. Like I don't
think it's every single one. Close.
But now I'm so curious. I need a Blabs update video this week of her taking this.
I'm just go into my garage and be like, "Yo, everyone, sick beats in the Subaru. Let's go."
Oh, here we go.
That you can actually play PS1 games with just a regular old CD player. Well, it turns out that if you take a PlayStation 1 game, put it inside any CD player, and press the play button, you can listen to the game's entire soundtrack as if you were actually playing the game on a PlayStation. This only works with certain PS1 games, but it's still a pretty interesting secret nonetheless.
It depends on how they laid it out.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
Now I got to know if Blabs' game does it or not.
The thing is, I only have 2 PlayStation 1 games left in the Harry Potter just because I kept them because of their Harry Potter. I got rid of all of the other ones because I didn't have a PlayStation anymore when I was a kid.
I'm actually more impressed that you have a CD player.
It's in my Subaru.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. I do have a really big CD player in my living room. It's got like 6 CD slots and you can rotate and
Heck yeah, dude.
and all that.
Hey, you kids don't understand that the value that the immense pressure of picking the 6 discs that you have in a 6 disc changer, and on top of that, the songs that you placed on each individual CD.
Well, I just grab like soundtracks or whatever. So like I'll go put a bunch of Christmas music in or whatever it is for like Christmas. You get like Home Alone, The Nutcracker, The Holiday, Polar Express, whatever, and I just play them all in off the go for like 6 hours. You're set.
Well, there we go. Okay, excellent. There's Today in Gaming History. Phoenix, if you need to bounce, by all means.
All right, I'll be seeing you guys very soon.
All
right.
Bye. Phoenix gonna work on some stuff behind the scenes while Ray takes us the rest of the way. See you, Phoenix.
That's a lot of pressure, Craig.
I know. That's what I do. With that said, it is time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news.
Hard news.
I had it on loop on accident.
Was that freaking Rabble?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yep. Oops, I had it looping. Looping
That's
asset.
great.
First time that's happened in almost 3 years. My bad.
Sure.
Hey, Ray. 6'7". 6'7".
I have 2 teenage children. This is all I hear all day, every day, every single thing. I got in my car this morning to take my 16-year-old daughter to school, and I looked down because she was messing with the air conditioning, and the air conditioning in my car was set to 67 degrees. And I looked at her, and she just went,
No way.
I swear to, I promise you.
That's so
I
sad.
can verify the story. I will, like, if I go to my car right now, I guarantee I turn my car on, my air conditioning.
That's so sad.
Well, everyone is hopping on the 6'7" trend, and I'm sorry about that, including Pizza Hut, as they are offering limited time wing deals, which is very unstable that Pizza Hut is offering wings. I still think that's very awkward, but they have a 6'7" menu. That the idea, it's a 2-day promotion happening. I believe it's today. Yes, today and yesterday and today, where you can get boneless wings, which are just chicken nuggets, for 67 cents each. So you can get 10 for $6.70. I believe they also had you have to use the promo code 67 at checkout. That's funny. And they also had a large carryout pizza for $6.70
Well,
with
there you
promo
go.
code 67. That's Domino's. So everyone's getting in on this trend right here and moving quick. Got to be honest, that's a pretty good deal. A large pizza, carry out, $6.70 over at Domino's. So there you go. I know you, Ray, you have a daughter who you said lives on the memes and stuff. Chad, what about you guys? Are you guys tired of hearing this?
It's literally all that I hear. I got to be honest with you. So, like, I think it was 2 weeks ago when SNL's new season started. Sabrina Carpenter was the host. They did a sketch where Sabrina Carpenter and several of the young, skinny SNL female cast members all dressed up like 12-year-old boys that had a podcast, and they were talking about like Halloween candy, and the whole thing was like my 12-year-old. It's like brain rot talk, and I literally was like, "This is." I showed my son, and I was like, "This is how you sound every day." Like this skit is because of you. Like this happened because of you. And he was like, yeah, bet. You know? All right, bro. Come on, bro. I'm like, first of all, I'm your dad. I'm not your bro. Like,
I don't listen. My daughter made the mistake of saying bro once, and I was like, it was before she finished bruh. Before she it's one syllable. Before she finished, I was like, nope, not gonna happen. I am not your bruh.
I gotta be honest with you, man. Bro is one thing. Bruh is like the difference in bro and bruh.
Is this Zoolander? I'm not your bro.
Files are in the computer. Like, yeah, no. 6'7", it can't go away fast enough. It just can't.
We talked about.
I accidentally said it the other day. It was very unfortunate. So what happened was I got this new translation of a Harry Potter book, and I don't know Catalan, but sometimes I can read some words because it's very similar to Italian and a little bit of French. You know, it's very similar. So I'm like, is that a 6th edition or a 7th edition? I couldn't figure out what it was saying. So I was like 6, 7, and as I said, I was like, what have I done? I was so upset and humiliated at myself that I actually said 6, 7 out loud. It's because of you guys. I would have never known about it if it was not for this fucking show. So,
have you seen the viral video? What's the West Coast burger place called? I always forget it. What, In-N-Out? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
There's like I don't know if it's a college travel team of some sort. So there's like 80 people crammed into this In-N-Out that are all wearing the same clothes, and the guy comes up and he's like, order 67, and the place erupts. I mean, like, yeah, like windows shaking. I think the caption was something like, we've been waiting for this all day, like this order all day.
See, I just saw this on Instagram this morning, but somebody was playing like Shrek movie in like some pub or whatever. So everyone was reenacting the whole, do you know the Muffin Man? Like, that's our thing. The entire pub was like, the Muffin Man. Like, that's our thing. Now these idiots have something so unoriginal of 6, 7 that makes no sense whatsoever.
It's from a rap song. Like, people don't. I don't remember who did it. Chat, help me out. Someone in chat that's way cooler than me. Who's the artist?
Nobody's cooler than you.
It's a 6, 7. It's referring to someone in the rap song that's 6. There it is. This is the video. You gotta skip it a little bit because it takes a minute to get there.
No, the anticipation is building.
Okay. I can't hear it though.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. I'm sure.
Oh, you can't hear anything?
No.
Oh, okay, hold on. Sorry, let me share again real quick. It is loud. It is
Skrilla?
ruckus. They're very excited.
Is it Skrilla? There it is. Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, there's audio. This is retarded.
Okay, look.
No, that's retarded. I'd rather play mine. Mine's more fun.
No, okay, go and play yours real quick because go ahead, Blabs.
This is the Shrek reenactment at a bar. This is what we do now. The better generation.
No. Pause.
This is incredible.
No,
Hold on.
Wait for the end.
No, hold on, Blabs. Look at this group. I need to get a closer look at this.
They're all adults.
Yes, that's the issue here. They're all fucking grown-ass adults, all right?
Yes, 10 times better than fucking 6, 7.
No. These are all little high school kids. I would much rather have high school kids going out doing 6, 7, having fun than fucking people in Arrested Development.
How dare you? Even Ray's on my side. This is 10 times better. Wait for it.
I'm honestly, I'm impressed by the unity of this. Wow.
10 times better.
No. Listen, you are taking all the fun out of this. Look, is it annoying? Yes, but we all had our trends when we were kids, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has their trends. This is the trend for this generation. Now, look, you can go out and be a total knucklehead and do stupid things on a night-to-night basis as a teenager, or you can go to In-N-Out Burger and have a bunch of fun with 40 of your closest friends when they announce 6, 7. It's as annoying as it may be. I would much rather have that than a bunch of fucking Arrested Development sons of bitch old people walking around reciting the Muffin Man from a movie that's 20 years ago.
Yeah, but it's phenomenal, and at least it makes somewhat sense. You're quoting the line from Shrek, and this was just like 6, 7.
Yeah, but what's impressive to me about the Shrek thing is that's a lot of people to be saying in perfect time what's happening.
Exactly, right? Like,
so
that's
perfected.
good.
I almost feel like it's AI. Like, if I'm being honest with you, it's like that's pretty on. Like,
or there's just a whole bunch of fans right there.
Was that
who
like
are a
some
lot
sort of
better
like
than some staged TikTok video where everyone's ready because he's gonna say 67.
You think this is staged?
A little bit, kind
Like,
of. Yeah, they all know it's happening. They all know it's happening. They're all gonna celebrate it. Oh, we got Order 67.
Yes, Blabs, they're all gonna celebrate. Like, and that's the thing. Look, when I was in high school, we did stupid things, right?
Yeah.
When Ray was in high school, we did stupid things.
Oh,
right.
Absolutely.
This is stupid, but they're going to look back and be like, this was so much fun.
Yeah.
They're going to look back on this and they're going to have memories. Do you remember how stupid 6, 7 was? Oh, so stupid. Oh, 6, 7. But look at the excitement that they had. And this guy over here, he's the king of the whole castle over here.
Yeah, he's in. This is the day of his life.
Yes, like he knows he's about to deliver the highlight of their day. And this is great. Like, I know that I'm thinking like a dad, and they're good. But all these kids, they're going to look back and go, it was so stupid.
472,000 likes, not views, likes. And that's just on this post. That's not TikTok. That's not YouTube Reels. That's not Facebook Reels. This guy is the king of America right now.
Look at how happy they are. Like, they're so ecstatic for this. And I get it. It's dumb. I hate it. But let them have fun. There are far worse things.
There are worse things to say.
Like, right. Well, you know, like I said, here's my issue is if in like 10 years from now, they're all still doing it. Okay. Then I have issues with it. But this is going to be a fad. It'll die in a couple months and we'll look back on it and say, yeah, it was really stupid. They'll look back and be like, it was so dumb. It is what it is. Just let them have fun.
You just don't like the Muffin Man.
Yes, Blabs, that is accurate. I don't like the Muffin Man. That is, I have an immense
You're
hatred.
Lord Farquaad, just the tall version.
That's
Craig,
me.
You have children that are similar to my children's age-ish, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Do you also partake in the I have to completely embarrass my daughter in front of her friends? So like my daughter's friends, like I'll go pick them up to take them to volleyball practice or to take them to the whatever they're doing. And as soon as they get in the car, I'm talking to them and nothing but brain rot just to really embarrass my daughter.
Look,
Like,
I know that we have a lot of dads who watch our show. Let me just say this. There are few things in my day that make me happier than embarrassing my children.
Yeah.
Listen, we went through a drive-through the other day.
That is so sad, bro.
Blabs, you don't know. You don't know because you haven't experienced it.
I
Right?
don't want to embarrass
There's a
my
special
kid.
joy.
That's it.
Blabs, you are closer to being a child than having a child. That's all I'm saying. You relate to that. That's all I'm saying, Blabs, right? We went through a drive-through. I had my 2 daughters in the background, right? I didn't even say which one, but this boy hands us our food. And I said, my daughter thinks you're cute. I didn't even say which one. And they both go, oh,
end of life. End of life.
And they both of them, they go, did you see what Dad said about you? Dad's trying to embarrass you. And then it's just total mind games. That's all you need to do. Yeah.
I almost the week before Halloween, I almost gave my son an actual heart attack, panic attack, and we filmed the whole thing and posted it. My daughter, for whatever the reason, has started wanting to watch through the Scream movies, which, by the way, are god awful. Like, they're not good movies.
Not good movies.
They are bad. So we got to, like, I don't know, up to Scream 4, and my son was like, oh, you guys are watching, let me watch this with you. And my wife was not happy. She was out of town, but I let my 12-year-old watch Scream 4 with me and my daughter.
Ooh.
And he got a little scared by it. Not like too scared, but like he definitely slept in my bed that night. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like one of those deals. So my daughter, who has her dad's humor, but incognito, was like, we got to order a ghost face mask. Like, this has to happen. And so, like, 2 weeks ago, we hid my phone in my son's room while he was playing, I don't know, did your kid, like, my son has like an amazing PC and plays like Roblox types games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's got, like, he can play anything he wants. He plays whatever. So he's playing this game and we hide the phone in. And I bust through the door with the Scream mask on, like, screaming at him, like, in the ghost face voice. I wish I'd have had an FPV cam. He was so scared that he couldn't move. Like, his face, the life drained out of his body. And then we posted it on the internet, and it's hilarious. And my daughter thinks it's the greatest video ever. My son came downstairs. He's like, Dad, he's like, I've never been so scared in my life. I thought I was going to die. That was awesome. Like, it's a dad thing, Blabs. That's all we're saying. It's a dad thing.
Yep.
Yeah, 5090
I'm not going to be like
tracing.
HBO and be like, I'm going to be a dad.
No,
God.
You definitely should not, Blabs. Don't be a dad.
I'm going to be a dad.
All right.
I'm going to be a dad.
A little bit of dad talk right there. It's so much fun.
Love
I
it.
know like I said, a lot of dads watch the show, and it's wonderful. All right. Real quick, before we move on to the next story, Blabs, any supers we need to hit?
Yes, all right. So let me get the missed ones. DB Wild Force says, Hail Crew and Ray and all the normal menses out there. Here's some AI slop that Blabs might enjoy. It's me going, Mohonk. It's a gift,
nice.
so thank you. Yankee Lover for 5 says, as a Dolphins fan, I wonder if we can get GTA 6 or a Finn's playoff win first.
Okay, we're gonna get to GTA 6 here in just a second. We got a lot to talk about with that.
Alex for 2 says 69 is a better number.
All right.
And Jay Thomas says, Blabs is right. It's like quoting Princess's Bride. Hello, I am Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
I'm sorry. Could you say his name one more time?
Isn't it? He spelled it Inigio. Inigo?
Inigo.
Oh, that's how you say his name. Okay. And then that Reeve guy for 20 says, so clearly adults don't get to have fun. That's what Craig's saying, guys. I don't know. I still think the freaking Lord Farquaad stuff is hilarious.
I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
I do too.
Inigo,
right,
there it is. Inigo. Chat's helping us.
Let's go ahead and move on to our next story. We talked about Sydney Sweeney quite a bit. She has broken the internet one more time after being pressed by the traditional access media about just the blowback that you've seen, the pushback, the response to your American Eagle ad. It was so all these things over here.
Racist, you know?
Racist, sexist, whitewashing, all these things over here. And she's over here cashing checks, breaking necks, and wearing sheer, right? But she was asked, and this is actually very, very important. Says, I want everyone in media training and PR, you never have to answer a question, answer what you want. And here is what this, by the way, This is a 27-second clip out of a 3-minute pressure where this lady is just constantly pressuring, just reframing questions to kind of get her thoughts on this. And Sydney Sweeney is just constantly rejecting this shit to half court. But here's a good example.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
And that's all you need to say. Hey, when I want to talk about something, I'll talk about it. Handled it perfectly right there. Perfectly. And that answer, there was, like I said, this is a small 30-second. She probably got about 5 different questions reframed constantly. Yeah, but what about this? But what about this? How do you feel about this? Blah, blah, blah. And every time she was just like, nope, see ya. Nope, straight up Dikembe Mutombo over there.
I think my favorite response from her was one of them. She said, I like jeans. Just like,
yeah, she says she wears jeans every single day. She just loves jeans.
And then she's like, I like the jeans you're wearing right now.
Amazing. Like, and that's all you need to do. Like, and I love the idea that she is able to reject this in the best way possible. And she won't apologize. Like the idea that she's just like, look, I did a campaign. I love it. Here it is. This is all you need to know.
That journalist is full of shit, though. I want to give you the opportunity to talk about it. Like,
I agree with you. No, that's not what you're doing.
I think Sydney Sweeney can do whatever she wants and say whatever she wants. She's got her own platform to say whatever she wants. You're doing an interview, right? You don't have to give anybody the opportunity.
Right. And you can see this is from GQ over here. This is the features director over at GQ. She is she's obviously I guess a big deal. Is GQ really a thing anymore? Like,
I don't know that any print media is a thing anymore. Yeah. Like someone told me the other day, like Rolling Stone said X, and I was like, Rolling Stone is still around? Like, that's a thing?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. The responses to this are absolutely outstanding. Is there something that you want to say about the ad itself? The ad spoke for itself. It's like it's an ad for jeans. What do you want? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Sydney Sweeney right now is completely channeling her like inner Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford right now does the best interviews of all time.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
If you haven't watched Harrison Ford specifically during the Star Wars revival, and the guy that's interviewing him in the one that I saw, the first one that I saw, he's doing his best to be like polite and engaging. He's not being this chick. Like this chick is digging for dirt 100%. Like GQ is trying to like get something that's inflammatory. This guy's like, after 30 years, what is it like to be back in the Millennium Falcon standing next to Chewbacca and putting the whole costume back on? Did you get emotional? And Harrison Ford's like, I got paid.
Oh yeah, he does not give a fuck. I mean, he didn't give a fuck during the originals either.
No, so good. I love that. The Sydney Sweeney aura is a whole new thing.
Well, this lady, Kat Stoffel, the person who was pressing her, the features director at GQ, not very confident in her public persona, apparently, as she has protected all of her tweets over on X, which goes very well for her confidence and her thought process here. And oftentimes, there's one thing that we've seen, a string that connects a lot of these folks is that have an agenda. It's the protected tweets. They want to go out of their way to make sure that you don't see what they're saying here.
Yeah, the only people that can see it are the ones that they want to see it.
Right.
She does have a LinkedIn, but there's nothing fancy on it.
And it also continues on to Instagram as well, as she is protected there or private. So, for being the forward-facing mouthpiece for GQ, you think that she'd want to be a little more upfront with her.
She has her own website, and funny enough, the only social media link to it is her Twitter, which again, as you said, is protected. So, super
what
helpful.
does it say about GQ as a media organization, and like whether print media or media, they are a media content organization, news, whatever you want to call it. What does it say about you when your head, like your face, has 5,000 and some odd less followers on Twitter than I do? like, there's a problem, guys. Like, tell me you don't understand the job without telling me you don't understand the job. Like,
man, and that ties in perfectly to the next part, Ray. Thank you for that wonderful transition of
dude,
the lack.
We're clicking on all cylinders today.
We're a fucking machine. This is look, we talk about the lack of relevance that GQ has. Guess what? Celebrities as well. And guess who knows it? Jennifer Lawrence.
I actually love this interview.
Let's go and see what she had to say here as she was asked about her political thoughts.
It's also a film that, as we started discussing, it speaks to this political moment in a very interesting and important way. That is funny, that is complicated.
And it's a good idea. It's not a bad idea.
What do you mean?
A revolution.
You have been politically outspoken in the past. In the first Trump administration, you had a lot to say. I'm curious how you feel about talking out now.
I don't really know if I should. I think like the first Trump administration was so wild, and just how can we let this stand? Like, I felt like I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But as we've learned, election after election, celebrities do not make a difference whatsoever on who people vote for.
Yes, nor should they. Like, yes, you're correct.
You know what I want you to do? I want you to go be Mystique. I don't want you to tell me how to vote. Like, if you're Batman, go be Batman.
Do you think she misses Harvey Weinstein?
Jesus. Sorry, what, Blabs?
What? Just wondering. It's a great question to ask. I'm surprised the interview didn't ask that one.
Oof. Anything else you want to chime in there, Blabs?
I really hate the interview sweater. It's like a crop top sweater, and it really just bothers me. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Okay.
It's not flattering at all. It makes her look like she's Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I'm a fan of the screen cap right now. That's pretty good. That's a derp of the year.
There you go. Sam, you can use that for a thumbnail today. That's great. And we'll go ahead and continue.
And so then what am I doing? I'm just...
By the way, I sped it up just a little bit.
Sharing my opinion on something that's going to just add fuel to a fire that's ripping the country apart. I mean, we are so divided. I think I'm in a complicated recalibration because I'm also an artist. And with this temperature and the way that things can turn out, I don't want to start turning people off to films and to art that could change consciousness or change the world.
So it's hurting her bottom line is what she's saying. She's saying, well, I should probably shut up because people aren't going to go see. Now she's putting it under the guise of art, but at the end of the day, she's putting it under the guise of it will affect my bottom line by talking about these things. Interesting.
I'd love to know what she thought about the 4 years in between the administrations that she's currently talking about, and how it's so wild the first time around.
Yeah, she used these kind of broad strokes. It's so wild. It was so wild,
And how can we let this stand? What?
Hey, I mean, here's the thing, man. Like, I'm gonna cancel myself for everybody on this platform and never get invited on the show again. Like, I think it's totally okay that we have differences of opinion. Like, I don't actually care.
I can't deal with Ray right now. All right, I don't know how. Never invite him back on this show. Blabs,
okay.
You understand? Okay, sounds good. Ray, are you ready to conform?
Admit you're wrong and
I
don't know what you're
retract
doing.
everything I just said.
Okay, thank you. A public apology would be great.
Yes. As Dwight Schrute once said, I state my regret.
Thank you, Ray. All right, I'm sorry. Go continue your incredibly misguided thought.
Yeah, and I have a hard time understanding where disagreement led to enemy. I have a problem with that. I have a fundamental problem. And she said one of the most real things that I've heard a celebrity say in 20 years. We are unbelievably divided as a country, and we divide ourselves over stupid things. We divide ourselves over, do we want pineapple on pizza? We divide ourselves over political candidates. And the reality of it is, like, we can only control what we can control. And like, if you're a far right-wing conspiracy theorist that thinks that it's the Wizard of Oz and everything's happening behind the curtain, then what are you going to do about it? And if you're a far left-wing person that believes that the point that I'm making is there is even I believe she's getting to her thought process the wrong way. And like you said, she's trying to paint a brush that like lets her still be aligned that she's anti the current establishment. But the reality of it is she's not wrong. We are very divided. And as an actor whose job is to be an artist and entertain people, I'm not doing anything good by forcing my political beliefs down your throat. I can have my own beliefs. I can speak to my beliefs on whichever side they are. But when I get inflammatory and try to put it in everything that I do, and let's be clear, she's been in some of the most politically motivated movies over the last 5 years, that Netflix garbage that she did with DiCaprio and all that stuff. But the point that I'm making is like, if we could get back to the heart of what she's saying as a society and let people disagree and know what's appropriate and not appropriate to push, I think we'd be a hell of a lot better off than we are right now.
Well, she's catching up to what literally everybody's been saying. Well, everybody that's not in Hollywood for the better part of a decade plus. Just like, hey, shut up. How about you just act?
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Just go be
act.
that man.
Just If you want to go be Katniss Everdeen, by all means, go be Katniss Everdeen. You know?
She supposedly has a fake TikTok account. I shouldn't say fake, like an alt, where she's undercover, and apparently she goes and has fights with people on TikTok.
Well, then that tells you everything that you need to know. I mean,
yeah, you're a coward,
right? She is an actor after all, an actress. So, should we hear the rest of this 40 seconds to see what she has to say here? Here we go.
Because they don't like my political opinions. I want to protect my craft so that you can still get lost in what I'm doing, what I'm showing. And if I can't say something that's going to speak to some kind of peace or lowering the temperature or some sort of solution, I just don't want to be a part of the problem. I don't want to make the problem worse.
Look, I agree with you, Ray. Like, I think her saying, I don't want to be a part of the problem, I don't want to divide people anymore, I think that's a great thing to say. I really do. And and it's kind of, maybe it's her figuring out, maybe it is because her last few movies have sucked or bombed or whatever it may be. Maybe she is seeing seeing what happened. I don't know. Like, you look at these movies that she's been in, I don't know. I've never even heard of any of these movies over. Oh, I did see the Don't Look Up one. That's the one that's
what I'm talking about. Yeah. The very politically motivated. I mean, and again, like I see what the rants are saying right now, and it's cool. Like, I love it. Like, I don't expect everyone to agree with me. That's why I gave the disclaimer before I went in. But the truth of the matter is, I have never had a problem with, as an American, I don't have a problem with anyone having a different political belief than I do. The problem that I have is when you use your platform to tell me I'm a redneck or backwater or I'm wrong or I'm an idiot or I'm a moron or I'm toxic because my belief doesn't align with yours. Let's have our separate beliefs in our political arenas where they belong. But if I go to the movie theater, I don't want to pay $22 for a movie ticket and $50 for popcorn and a soda and then spend 2 hours being lectured about why my political beliefs don't match yours. Just go be the character. That's my point.
I think that everything you're saying right now is exactly how everybody's thought for a long time.
Yep.
Look, I don't care how you think politically. I don't care who you vote for. Just don't shove it down my mitten. I've said this literally my entire career. I don't care how you think. Just don't tell me how I should think.
You have a right. You have a right. You have a right to believe in whatever you want to believe in this country. You have a right to have any political opinion that you want. If you want to go waste your look in Trump, the first Trump election, what was that, 2015, 2016?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Enough idiots in this country voted for Harambe that they had to put Harambe on the polls in the news. It was like up to 4% of Americans had written in for a dead gorilla. And guess what? As stupid as that is, you have the right to do that. But what you don't have the right is to use the power that you have and the platform that you have to belittle people that believe differently than you do. If I can't do it as a Christian and if I can't do it as a conservative, then you shouldn't be able to do it as an agnostic or an atheist or a homosexual or whatever the things are. We cannot get beyond this like horde mentality wins and hive mind. If you're not in this hive mind, I think, again, I think her motivations are wrong, but I think that what she's saying is spot on.
I agree.
All right.
You guys riled me up. I'm definitely canceling.
No, listen, I appreciate that. I appreciate you you going
And that
a
was
little
the
hard.
last we ever saw of this.
And they
Ray.
never saw Ray again.
Ray has been listen from our insane right wing show here. You have been scorned to the left wing boogeyman over here.
Instead of Ray showing up on screen, it's just going to be Finn yelling Ray for 3 movies straight. That's it.
Look, I think that's one of the things that kind of makes our show different is that we will talk to anybody, and we will. I love it when people have different opinions. All right. Speaking of different opinions, we're going to get to the country of India, who has a different opinion on how they are perceived. But first, let's get to some supers. Blabs, what do we have?
So before I get to supers, I'm going to do a little reminder that on Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we have a members-only, exclusive only on Plus. We're going to be watching Return to Oz. It's going to be Eric, Cecil, and Desiree. So tune in for that. Otherwise, you're G for Y. And by the way, yesterday, Wicked had her Lego stream, and you guys can go and catch that up over on Plus as well. Okay.
Right. Oh, and real quick, before you do that, we announced this yesterday. We're going to be doing a special event. Think of this like King of the Cards or King of the Couch. It's going to be exclusively on Side Scrollers Plus, so make sure you guys become a member, where Kirsha and Leaflet are going to be teaming up to play a little Overcooked. And that's going to be in a couple Wednesdays from now. The time right there is probably wrong, and we're going to get that corrected. But we'll get that squared away. All right, so Overcooked, the big thing, Kirsha, Leaflet together, special event, Overcooked. So that'll be happening in 2 weeks from Wednesday or last Wednesday.
All right, Ray, you may want to cover your eyeballs. I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway.
No, do some frolicking.
Oh, all right. Here.
Frolicking.
Okay, Jolly for 50 says, "Hi, Side Scrollers. What's your take on David Jaffe making fun of a guy who tweeted a photo of his dad's grave where he placed 2 Xbox controllers on it? I think it's really messed up. At the same time, it's not surprising from him." So I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty shitty to make fun of somebody who's grieving for a family member or anyone, a loved one. But honestly, as you said, not really surprising. And honestly, just ignore the piece of shit and move on with your life.
David Jaffe is not a good person. I think that's been established, right? Anybody who lets their child do what they're doing to themselves has some serious mental issues, and I hope that he resolves them. I do not feel the need to punch down when it comes to somebody like David Jaffe, despite him being a multi-millionaire who can probably stand up for himself. But for him to mock another person, and look, I'm all about the jokes. I think jokes are fun. Yep. I'm all about the jokes, but he's also mentally unwell. So there's that. Yep. So
okay.
What else, Blabs?
Over on Rumble, Mercenary for One says, "Don't forget there are also the same people who want us dead. Look what they did to a certain person on a college campus in Utah." Marilyn for 10 says, "The problem we have, my truth, too many, mostly left, believe that this is the nebulous idea of my truth. We need a foundational truth. If we can't agree what a woman is, we're screwed."
Oh, yeah.
Rob on Wills for 10 says, "Is Blabs aware that there appear to be additional material in the new Harry Potter audio productions? I like it. By new material, do you mean like the extra grunting and stuff like that? Because that's all I've ever heard about it. It's unabridged, so there's nothing added." Silo full of Cool Ranch Doritos for 10 says, "When Blabs becomes a parent and comes home after a long day of YouTubing, her kids forget to clean the house and go full Italian, speaking and screaming at her. Mom's got nuclear!" Maybe. Marlon for 10 says, "The reality is Hollywood is finally realizing that if Taylor Swift's Swifties who worship the ground she walks on couldn't sway an election, then there is no shot in hell any actress or actor can." Thunderstiller for 10 says, "Hollywood is sticking their finger in the air to see which way the wind is blowing, but forgot to lick it before to feel the direction it's blowing. So they're flailing oddly." I like that. Thunderstiller for 2 says, "I believe Ray is wrong about some of the rant, and that's okay. Seems like a nice dude."
Love that.
Soul Silver for 5 says, "The most controversial thing we should talk about is that chocolate chips are mid and the best cookies oatmeal raisins, not censoring opinions." I actually love oatmeal raisin cookies. I just had some the other day. I freaking love them. I would probably pick them over chocolate chip, if I'm going to be honest.
Total
or anything.
Hey, real quick, just a quick side adventure. 1 second.
Where are you off to? Can't stop, I'm already late. Late for what? I'm going on an adventure.
All right. Thank you, Side Adventures. Since we are talking cookies, I tweeted this out. I had this for the first time in a long time, and I am ready to. I know we're going into the holiday season. I know we got a lot of things to talk about, but I'm ready to crown the Brussels Mint Pepperidge Farm cookie as the goat of the mass-produced holiday cookies.
I don't think I've ever had one of those.
Over the white chocolate dipped Oreos?
Absolutely, 1,000%. Because that's just Oreos with another step of goo on it, right? That's all. These are deliciously flaky, wonderful, crunchy, while still having just a mince flavor. These are the GOAT, and specifically the mass-produced holiday cookie. Like for those who know, you know.
Yep.
Blabs, you should give it a try. Give the Brussels a.
Well, I like Pepperidge Farm, to be honest. They're really shitty for you, but I do like them. I love the Milanos.
It's a cookie.
Who doesn't?
The Milano is amazing. Oh my god! All right.
And they're like have different flavors now. My wife had like mango ones.
A mint one. Oh, I tried the mint
there's
Milano.
Like some weird fruity one. Or no, I'm sorry, not mango.
Pumpkin spice.
I lied. It's not. It's coconut cream. I apologize. I just remembered as I said it. It's coconut cream.
I love some coconut cream. Oh man, that's good stuff. Love that. Anyway, sorry. Just had to divert there for a second. Okay, let's go and move on to our next big topic here, and that is Tyler Oliveira. We've talked about this guy quite a bit. We actually talked about this video that was going to be released about a week ago or so. We had a short hit on our channel. And Ray, have you seen this clip of Tyler Oliveira going to India's poop throwing festival? Have you seen this at all?
I'm going to be honest with you. This is not the kind of content I normally would consume. So no,
okay,
I did not watch this.
Well, this has been super viral here. I
believe it.
He went to this cow poop throwing thing. It has to do with some sort of holiday in this small little village of 500 people or whatever.
Sure.
But you can see these guys just caped in cow dung over here like Blabs on a Friday. They're picking it up. They're putting it on their heads over here. They're going to toss it out his face over here. He released this. Like I said, they're literally throwing shit around. He gets pelted in the side of the face right next to his mouth. He's wearing a hazmat uniform, a hazmat outfit over here. This video has 5 million views over on X right here.
You know what kills me about this? There's some 15-year-old kid, and frankly, some 35 and 40-year-old children that are content creators too. They're going to watch this and try to figure out how to replicate some version of this. Also, I don't understand the point of wearing a full hazmat suit with your face exposed. Like, I'd rather have my chest exposed than my face exposed.
He's got poop all on his feet. His hands are all covered. His face is caped up. He's got poop all over him. And by the way, walking through the streets with poop all over him. Like, how disgusting is this? Just nasty. So he released these. This clip has 8 million views on it over on X, and the blowback on him releasing this has been insane. Now, does that sound like that sounds crazy? The idea that when you go through his timeline, he has example after example after example of people who have just doxed him. They have put out personal information. They have threatened his wife. These are all Indians, right? Folks from India who have gone in. He released this other video of this guy. These are death threats that he received and all sorts of different threats. It's been nuts. People talking about sleeping with his mom and stuff and being called a racist, all these racists and whatever, right? Because he is simply showing this thing that happened, right? And the entire country of India apparently is pissed. And India is a massive market for everywhere over here.
Yep.
Well, Tyler Oliveira, and I think this is just marketing, but we'll see, said yesterday over on X, says, after much consideration, I've decided I will not be releasing my documentary capturing India's poop throwing festival. I've been doxxed and threatened by thousands of Indians over the last 2 weeks. Tens of thousands of Indians have turned my life into a living hell. My family has been attacked in ways I can never imagine. Showing up for this poop festival was the worst decision of my life, and I severely underestimated the power of India. I am only one man. I cannot defend the combined power of 1.5 billion Indians who yearn for my destruction. I simply cannot continue fighting this war and must choose my battles. This one simply isn't worth it. I never meant to offend Indians, their religions, or their culture. I just want to participate in the usual poop throwing festival and share for the world to see. I ask that all Indians reading this please leave my family alone. Thank you. You think he's going to drop the video tomorrow?
I think, I mean, this is weird. Okay. And what's weird about this, again, like as a religious person, I think that there are religious traditions all the way around that people are never going to understand. Right. Like things are weird. I'm not defending this. That's weird. Like that whole festival, that I cannot get around that. But also, if I try to divorce myself from that, it does seem like what he's doing is mocking what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, even the fact that he's calling it something as derivative as the poop throwing festival, I'm sure it has a highly holy considered name that is much regarded in what they do in their religious expression. So I get why he's getting hated by the culture. I think this is one of those like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Maybe you shouldn't have done this in the first place. Situations.
For me, this is a Libs of TikTok thing, right? Libs of TikTok takes videos that are already out there. Tyler Oliveira is taking something that already exists, and all he's doing is showing it to people, right? To be clear, in this video that he showed, there was no. He literally just walks through it.
Yeah. I don't have all the context on this either.
He's not put any spin on this at all. He has not gone in and said, "This is crazy. Can you look at all these stupid Indians?" Like he hasn't said any of that, right?
Yeah, but okay. Let's again. I'm in a weird spot because I'm not trying to defend this or anything of it, but like even to me, referring to it as a poop fest is degrading to what they're actually doing. And whether you agree with disagree with it, you know what I mean? It is almost the same as like when non-Christian people refer to Jesus as like the zombie god. You know what I mean? Or like it in its communication, you're communicating that it's below you. So for that, I understand the upside is. I'm not saying that it's not a weird thing. It's a really weird tradition. It's insane. I just think that like as if you're trying to be not satirical, if you're trying to actually show what this event is, maybe calling it the poop throwing festival is not the thing to call it. That's my point.
And I get that.
Yeah.
But he works on YouTube. And what is a better way to flag your content and let people know that you are
for sure.
Are you going to call it Gore Haba, which is its actual name, or the poop throwing festival? Where
I think, but that's Craig. That's the delineation of like, do I want to cover this respectfully, or do I want to get people talking and make this content?
I think at the end of the day, he is a content producer. And
for sure.
That's what he does. And who's to say he's not covering it respectfully? He just posted videos of it actually happening.
If he doesn't release it, we don't know. So the thing is, if his statement that he just made is true, and again, guys, like I'm not defending this. I'm not even trying. We're talking about it. Like these are the thoughts that I have in an attempt to devil's advocate here. But if his video is not satirical and if it's not disrespectful to it, then why would he not release it? Because and I'm only saying that. I'm not saying it shouldn't be disrespectful. I'm saying according to what he just wrote and that press release, he's taking the position that he was just trying to enlighten the world on this odd religious expression in India in a very small village. If that's the truth and you released it, then India would not be offended.
So I actually very much disagree. I think that Indians look at this and look, if you're getting bombarded by thousands of people, I think what you see is they understand that look, this is okay. I'm going to read this from Grok here. It says the festival involves participants playfully throwing or smearing cow dung on one another as part of a local ritual tradition. According to local legends, it honors Birashara Swami, a manifestation of Shiva believed to have been born from cow dung, which is considered sacred and purifying in Hindu culture. The event is also observed in similar forms, such as the Pittakala War. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Now, look, I've seen his content before, and I think the libs of TikTok metaphor is probably the right way to describe it. And all he's doing, he just says, this is what's happening.
Yep.
This is what it is, right? But I think what you see is, and maybe I'm totally wrong here, you see people from India who realize that this is really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you know what? Maybe we don't want this to be seen as what happens in India, right? It'd be the same as if you went to I don't know, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and they have the piss drinking show, right?
Yeah.
And it showed off in India, and everyone in India thought that in Rhode Island in the United States, everyone walked around drinking piss. You know, he's just documenting it, and they're fearful of the repercussions of his content to a massive audience. So.
Yeah, I mean, and you have to also understand that some of these cultures, like the fact that these highly holy or highly sacred rituals that they do, the fact that they're being exposed at all is offensive. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that's where it comes from. And again, like, I'm not even trying to backtrack here. I'm just saying, I'm trying to look at this and say, okay, why are people of India mad? Okay, you're right. From what I just watched, he walked through the event. Okay, it could be offensive to them that he's walking through the event in a hazmat suit and goggles. Like that itself could be the fact that he's recording it that way is offensive. Calling it the poop throwing festival, I think is the thing that is easily pointable to being offensive to a highly religious group of people in a very remote 500, person village. Like,
or he's not from their culture and has to protect himself from disease.
Yeah, right? For sure. I totally agree. Look, I've done two media tours in Pakistan, right? And in both of those media tours in Pakistan at 10 and 14 days apiece, because of different health reasons, and obviously like when you go to places like that, it's like you never drink the water, everything has to be bottled. Like even when you brush your teeth, you have to brush your teeth bottled water. When you take a shower, don't wash your face, use a water bottle to wash your face. Like there's all these rules they give you when you go over there. There are religious exemptions, like even like as a photographer, you cannot take pictures of this. It's highly offensive. You cannot X, Y, or Z. But in both of my tours, because of like I have a specific diet that I have to adhere to, which you wouldn't believe because I'm a giant, large, fat man. Like I ended up having to live off protein bars for 2 weeks, like because I couldn't take the risk of getting sick over there based off whatever. So you're making a point. Yes, there are certain things, and I was highly offensive to some of the hosts that we were with because in their culture, when you have a guest in your home, you cook for them, you eat for them. Right. And I'm literally sitting in people's homes in Pakistan going like, hey, I really appreciate that. I can't do that. Like I cannot have that. And it's offensive. So I get both sides.
I hear that. Well, look, I think ultimately this is simply a marketing stunt, and this will probably be his biggest video he ever does because not only will everybody who's intrigued by this watch it, so will the entire country of India. So we'll see how it all kind of comes together. Blabs, I'm sure the chat has lots to say about this.
Yeah, they do. So
I made new friends. I saw.
Yeah, they were upset. They were saying boot this guy, which is insane because
that's silly.
Come on, let's be real here.
Real quick, before we get to that, I did want to point this out. This was kind of a funny thing that I saw, which having to do with the poop. Oh
God.
I mean, if you look at the map, it just it's interesting. So, all right.
Mighty Megatron for 5 says, this is what you tell those journalists that interviewed Sweeney. How many feminists does it take to change a light bulb? None. Let that bitch cook in the dark. All right. Matthew for 2 says, here's some money for you guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Matthew.
Miku says, watch Codex Pajit.
Okay.
Hidekai for 5 says, just in case you would like to add a couple more VTubers for future streams, there's Nyanis, who's featured on Papa Gundam stream, and Cine Very, who featured on Hypnocast. I'll take a screenshot of that.
Yeah, thank
you very much. Mighty Megatron comes back and says, next time I go to a burger joint, I'm going to look at the waitress square in the eye, squint, and with a low bass voice, I'd like to order an Indian god to eat. Okay? And Matt for 10 says, the Daily Mail and the South China Morning Post also did stories on this festival and nothing happened. He's getting hate because it went viral.
Right.
And I think, hang on, we just got a couple more. I just popped in. Bike Shorts for 20 says, at first, I was definitely not liking this festival, but I got an idea. I would invite my worst enemy to this village, not tell them about the dung throwing, and throw a hot pie in their hot mouth and fly home without them.
What?
Okay, and then Mickey for 2 says, do not expose the grapes. It's their culture. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Mickey. And now we're caught up.
Well, let me just say this real quick. Matt over here on X says, for everyone who's accusing Oliveira of being cowardly needs to understand that what is happening is a microcosm of why the left always wins, because the right never stands up for anyone. I've been covering H-1B visa and related issues here more or less for 2 months now. In that time, numerous Indians have sent me death threats, both publicly and in DMs, with X doing nothing. They've also threatened my families. Indians compromised one of my crypto wallets and stole my money. Indians mass report my post to get me banned, abusing the fact that if you report someone long enough, they'll automatically lock, eliminate, suspend with no human involvement. Indians constantly abuse the community notes system. He says he's been physically stalked by Indians. Like, that's nuts.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And none of that's okay. Like, I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Silly. He talks about how he was dealt with criminal harassment when he was covering the presidential campaign in 2016. Like, everything going on with this is much worse, which is just crazy. But I guess we'll see. We'll see if he releases the video or not. This will be.
I do have one more about this too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Young Stover 2 just came in with #cancel Ray. Dude's way too nice and tolerant. I'm over being nice about being hated for being a moderate who votes Trump. My best friend disowned me over it. He's a psycho left wife and is in Oregon.
Let's go.
Well, there you go.
Thank you.
Cancel Ray. Let's
cancel,
get it going.
#cancel Ray
I'm
in
here
the chat.
for it.
#cancel Ray.
Don't cancel Artemis, who came in with 5 gifted Rumble Premium subs over on Rumble. Thank you so much, Artemis. We genuinely appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right, let's move on to the big news today. 58% of you said, "Hey, I want to hear about this." So 58% of you are going to get to hear it right now, and that is the big news that GTA 6 has been delayed again, courtesy of Rockstar Games X. Hey, everyone. Grand Theft Auto 6 will now release Thursday, November 19th, 2026. That's over a year away. We are sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a long wait, but with these extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish you have come to expect and deserve. They followed up, says, we want to thank you again for your patience and support. While the wait is a little longer, we appreciate, we are incredibly excited for players to experience the sprawling state of Leonida and to return to a modern day Vice City right here. This has 120 million views over on X. We've said this over and over again, GTA 6 will be the biggest video game of all time when it is released. I think we all understand that. And there's been a lot of talk about why this potentially could have happened. And we're going to back up just a couple days ago on Halloween. This has been one of those, hey, maybe this is why, but I don't think this is why. But we'll get to this. If you recall, a few days ago, Rockstar fired, it was like between 30 and 40 devs for, quote, gross misconduct over here, which doesn't really tie into this, we don't think. But I can't imagine 30 to 40 people and people doing stupid things really played into this. But
well, it was originally because they thought, so the rumor was originally that 30 to 40 people were being dismissed because those 30 to 40 people were collectively trying to unionize. And then Rockstar was like, nah, you're fired.
We're not doing
but you can't fire somebody for doing that. That's illegal. And then it turns out, according to Rockstar, again, this is all like, how the hell are you going to really know what's going on behind the scenes? It was because those 30 to 40 people were leaking confidential information. But they don't really tell you what it is.
Yeah, I mean, those leaks had to come from somewhere. I mean, look, this game has been one of the most ridiculously leaked games for over 2 years now. Where are they coming from? I mean, you have to ask the question. I mean, it's been almost 10 years, if not over 10 years, and we finally got Ryan Reynolds to come clean that he's the one that leaked the Deadpool footage. I mean, the point they're making is like, it comes from
did he?
Yeah, like a month ago, he went on social media and said that he's the one that put it out. Yeah.
What world? What timeline?
Blabs is broken. What?
What timeline?
Yeah,
Well,
so this game's never coming out, guys. That's just what it is. Like,
You think so?
No, I mean it's absolutely coming out, but I mean, there's what are you supposed to do as a studio? This game, if you look at it, and if what we've seen in promotional actual release footage that says it's actually rendered on PS5, like what we're seeing is PS5 gameplay footage. This is one of the most highly technical and most beautiful. Like they are way out kicking their coverage. This game looks way better than the technology even in the PS5. It's like looks like it's on a 5090 Super Plus that doesn't exist graphics card in the footage that we've seen. Obviously, I know that footage is like not true gameplay. I get it. I understand. The point that I'm making though here is like they are climbing a giant mountain, and the mistake they've made is by telling people a release date ever. I think you say that the game's coming out, obviously. I think that you say it's coming out and we need you to be patient because we're really swinging the bat hard. I'm glad that they're delaying it to actually get the game right on release, because if they release a broken game, that'll be worse than any of this. But geez, it's been so long, it feels like forever.
So there's a union protest happening outside of Rockstar North on top of this. Stand with fired. Then this is in response to the people who were fired over here. This is their the poster that they're handing out. By the way, all the if you notice around it, there's all for some reason
Anti-Semitism, Black Lives Matter. What?
Okay, sounds good. That's good. This is their perspective over here. Workers in the UK have the legal right to organize without fear of reprisal. Many of the dismissed workers at Rockstar are in the UK or on visas dependent on their employment for the right to remain in the country. Yada, yada. So people are upset about this. This person is reading the testimony from one fired Rockstar worker.
There's no audio.
You want to hear?
Well, it's not very good. I'm just kidding. Here we go. let me give you let me go and open this up one more time. Yeah, they're reading a testimony from one of the fired employees here. Let's check it out one more time.
My life at this company, and I was dismissed without warning, without evidence, and without a chance to speak for myself. All because I talked with colleagues in a private union chat. We weren't leaking anything or trying to harm the company. We were supporting each other, trying to understand our workplace and make it better. To lose my job for that feels deeply unfair. No one should be punished for being part of a union or for speaking honestly about their work.
Okay, there you go. So a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's because these people got fired, and the employees there's an upheaval over here." We saw this. This is courtesy of Insider Gaming. Grand Theft Auto 6 Delay, not because of fired Rockstar Games workers or alleged leaks over here. There's been a lot of discussion about this. And when you look, by the way, the response to this has gone about as well as you'd expect. If you scroll down the handle there.
This is going to be a dumpster fire.
Yes. It's been very, very, they're getting just destroyed over here. Just a reminder, the kid that defeated you in Fortnite last night was born after GTA 5 was released. That's obviously Grand Theft Auto 5, not 6. Kick going in and going over here. This is actually really, really funny. Polymarket has a bet. We're getting Jesus before GTA 6 over here. Will Jesus Christ return before GTA 6? This is an actual thing. And there are other various things on Polymarket as well. Will we get a Ukraine-Russia ceasefire? The new Playboy Cardi album. These are all things.
The whole list.
Will Trump be out as president before the new GTA 6 is released? Bitcoin hits 1 million over here. Jesus Christ returns. These are all real things that you can bet on over at Polymarket.
They should do if there will be a new king in the UK as well, because he's fairly old too, but you never know.
Well, in addition to things you can bet on, you can also invest in Take-Two and Rockstar. And this has not gone very well, as Take-Two stock plummeted after this. Jeez. And what's interesting about this is the delay here of this game has just totally destroyed the money that they could have potentially made from this. And this is from Akash Gupta over on X. He says, Take-Two just vaporized $3.2 billion in market cap to buy 6 months of polish. The math here is wild. Wow, they're essentially paying $17 million per day to delay to avoid shipping a game that might underperform a $7 billion launch window. This tells you everything about how Rockstar views execution risk. They're not optimizing the time to market. They're optimizing for a single variable launch quality, because in their model, a flawed GTA 6 doesn't just underperform, it destroys 15 years of franchise equity and tanks the entire live service roadmap. The interesting part, every other AAA publisher is watching this and thinking, we can't afford to do that. Rockstar can, and that gap is only getting wider here.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine just saying, we're going to delay this for 6 months. It's going to cost us $17 million a day. But you know what? We're going to make it up on the back end.
They probably will.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that sucks, and it sucks for gamers. But the reality of it is, I don't think that the thought process here is wrong. I mean, the one question that I do have about this, because several people are speculating now, and I think that even Doc speculated about this the other day. If it's being delayed until November of next year, does that mean that it's going to release on all platforms on launch day, as opposed to having a 1 to 2 year window that was going to be console exclusive? I mean, which I don't know how that works, because there's some pretty major contracts involved that Sony, with the PS5 and the PS5 Pro release, that it was going to be the best way to play Grand Theft Auto. And they were marketing even that you had to wait to play it in other places. So like Grand Theft Auto 5, when it went to PC, it blew all brand new life into the game. You got to think, if that launch had been bad, just think about games that we've seen that have had bad launches recently. When it happens, the refund market on digital games, it's so easy to refund now. How many hundreds of thousands of people refunded Cyberpunk at launch, and then it took them 5 years to recoup any of that? That guy at the end of that statement, he's right. If they launch this game and it's broken, it will sink their company. This will be a failure that you cannot recover from. So the economics of, okay, 3.2 billion is a lot of money. No one's saying it's not a lot of money. But if our live service goes off without a hitch, and if people play this game as freaking long as they've played GTA 5, GTA 5 is still selling expansion packs right now. And it's been, 15 years? It feels like that. It's actually 12. That's still an insane amount of time that's covered 4 different console generations almost. It sucks, but it might be the better business model.
I honestly would prefer they delay and have a good launch than a really shitty launch, because I'm really tired of shitty launches. Yeah.
We lost Craig again.
Yeah. Rip. Hello?
Let's put this in perspective real quick.
There you are.
The highest selling video game ever is Minecraft.
That's insane.
Okay? No matter what you think about Minecraft, no matter how many sales you think it is, it's higher. Okay, let's play the game really quick. Blabs, how many copies of Minecraft do you think were sold?
30 billion.
No, Blabs, not 30 billion.
That's a lot.
I don't know.
Maybe I was wrong on that, Blabs. You did overestimate. Go ahead. Ray, less than 30 billion.
29 billion. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. The last time that we did a game like this, I actually nailed it when we were together at Rumble. I don't remember what we talked about, but I remember I was really close. I want to say 500 million seems like it's a lot, but is that in range?
So Minecraft sold 350 million.
Okay, I was
The
I was close.
The number 2
nailed it. Blabs nailed it.
The number 2 selling game of all time is Grand Theft Auto 5, and it sold 220 million copies. Now, to put this in perspective, that is almost triple the amount of the third game, Wii Sports, right? So I say this with a little bit of context here. For GTA 6 to make money and to make the money that people expect it to do, right? A venture capitalist firm, Convoy, predicted that GTA 6 could generate $7.6 billion in revenue in the first 60 days.
That's
of its
insane.
release.
That is so much money.
Yes. And for them to do that, they would need to sell in the first 60 days 95 million units, which would put it as in the first 60 days, it would become the number 3 best-selling game of all time.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, honestly, so like they did it with Red Dead Redemption 2, right? I mean, that's lifetime sales, I guess. But like, I would argue very feasibly, if you sold 79 million units of Red Dead 2, you're 90 million, 96 million for this game is actually fish in a barrel.
I agree. I think that while GTA 5 was hype, GTA 6 is on another level. Now, I will say this. They are getting dunked on, which is awesome, including the Guinness Book of World Records over here, dunking on them, saying current record for the longest period of development for a video game, 14 years and 43 days. And this was the joke that was Duke Nukem Forever. I actually have a very close personal tie with Duke Nukem Forever here. But do you remember Duke Nukem Forever, Ray?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone remembers Duke Nukem. I mean, everyone that's in my generation remembers it.
Right. Really, that was announced in 1997, and then it was finally released in 2011. And I mentioned this on the show before, but when that was released in 2011, I actually went to a GameStop where a guy had his receipt from a pre-order from 1997. No. Yes. And we did a video about it.
That's awesome.
Yes. I was there with the guy who had his receipt from 1997. He got it. We went back and played it. And he was like, meh.
No, yeah, for sure. I get it. That's crazy.
You wonder, and I don't know if it's possible for GTA 6 to release and for people to be like, meh. But I do think that people are a little meh leading up to it. But once the game is out, they'll get caught up in the emotion and such again. We saw this from Goblin over on X, putting this all in perspective. It says, when GTA 5 was released, I was 14. Since then, I've dropped out of school, gotten arrested, smoked crack, gotten arrested again, gone to rehab, started doing blow, got arrested again, got sober, got 1 million subscribers, made a weed brand, crashed my car, made a podcast, crashed my car again, and we still don't have GTA 6. I'm not even excited anymore, man.
I love that it looks like this is his mugshot as his avatar. It looks like a mugshot. It's pretty close. If it's not, it should be. I mean, look, again, like I'm going to double down on what I said a minute ago. I think that the mistake that's been made here is that they've put out multiple dates that have had been pushed back. This is what, the third, maybe the fourth time this game's been pushed back. Everyone in the whole world, in the gaming world, is super pissed off about the Elder Scrolls 6 right now. Right? It's been like 5 years since they announced it. It's been a long time. A huge announcement for this true Skyrim sequel and all this kind of stuff. But there's never been a date. They've never one time said it's coming in this quarter, it's coming in that quarter. Just know we're working on it, and Bethesda says that it's going to come at some point in time. The hate for that game is way less than what's happening here. Business-wise, I agree, Craig. I think it seems like this is the move. You have to protect this asset at all costs. You've got people's entire careers have started and stopped, and they've started families and had children, like this guy's on Twitter, but I'm talking about Rockstar guys that have invested an entire career in a 10-year run of developing a game. You've invested way too much to blow it now. And if you truly believe that was the February, March release, like the first quarter release is not going to hit, I don't think you have a choice, man, regardless of what it costs on the front end.
It is an insane.
I mean, it sucks.
Yeah. It is an insane story. And I'll tell you this, man, I have been, while you were saying what you're saying, Ray, I have actually found the video of me going to the store.
That's awesome. I love this.
To get Duke Nukem.
Is that got to be like one of your Mount Rushmore of content moment? That's really cool.
No, that's not even top.
Oh, it's not, dude. Then Craig's had a way better life than I have, because that would be pretty top on my list. That's a cool thing.
Well, would you like to see it?
If we're allowed. I mean, I'm canceled from the show, so I don't think my opinion matters anymore, but I'm here for it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know if there's any copyrighted audio in it. There may be. So I'll tell you what, this is what we'll do. We have one more story, and then we will jump over to Rumble to finish it
at the end.
Yeah, let's show it at the tail end, because I think what we'll do is we'll do it over on Rumble, pretty much not on YouTube. Which YouTube, we love you guys, but YouTube has these rules.
Yep,
and I don't
We're abiding
know.
by 'em.
Right, this is the game we got to play, and I'm sorry for that. So if you guys want to watch it, join us over at Rumble, rumble.com/sidescrollers, over on Kick or over on Side Scrollers Plus. But that'll be in just a little bit, because I have another story to hit before we get to that. So there we go. All right. I want to before real quick, Blabs, do you have any supers or anything we need to hit before we move on?
Okay. Starting with Thunderstone for one. Ray, you're a good sounding dude. I have disagreed with you a few things, but you seem like you're heading toward the same endpoint. Keep speaking your mind. Wolf and Wings for 10 says people still think GTA is releasing. Mercenary for one says, I prefer the Norm Macdonald approach when it comes to corporations and unions. I think they should all be annihilated. Future for 20 says, fans want to see Al Pacino and Robert De Niro to share the screen. When it finally happened, it was wisely decided to have just those two in the scene. Fans have waited a long time to see Leafly and Kirsche together. Thank you for making that happen.
Yeah, let's go.
Dirt is King for 5 says, Winds of Winter will release before GTA 6. That is my prediction. I believe in GRRM more than Rockstar. Brave of you. Jay Thomas for 5 says, speaking of betting, on heels of NBA, Dana White notified FBI over possible fixed fight after told of suspicious betting.
Yep.
RMS for 10 says, kudos, Ray. Great vids, top notch. Also had a laugh in the BF stream. I love quoting flicks. Yes, Shrek. But I'll concede Craig's point, like kids be kids, but still rolling my eyes at 6'7". Take care, all.
Hey, real quick, I put the link to the Rumble stream on YouTube, so you guys can head over there and check it out. Like I said, we would love to show you guys over on YouTube. We love you guys, right? You guys make the show go on it. That's by far our largest viewership. But there are rules when it comes to YouTube that we have to follow for us to be there on your show every day. So I put the link. If you want to click the link and join us for the at the tail end after we wrap up here, we'll do it exclusively over on Rumble and Kick and pretty much everywhere that is not YouTube, because once again, rules are rules. Sorry, I wish it wasn't that way. I wish we could just show you everything, but it is what it is. So go ahead, Blabs. I'm sorry.
Soul Silver for 5 says, seeing the GTA V sales made me realize that the sales number is the big reason why RDR3 will never come out, chat. Reese for 1 says, reminded that there was a leak of an earlier build of Duke Nukem Forever from 2002 and it played better than a 2013 release. I believe there's even a fan mod team trying to restore the game. And Mercenary for 1 says, there's an even worse case scenario that consumer backlash on GTA 6, collective shout getting the credit card companies to prevent anyone from buying GTA 6. And I think we're all caught up for now.
Is the GTA 6 in the room with us right now?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. I have this last little thing. This is a super viral post. It has almost 50 million views from a few days ago. I actually have communicated with this guy in the past. This guy has made a game called Toon Souls. I don't know if you've seen this being passed around, but he had this tweet, said, my game is good. The algorithm just ignores me. And he pops up, blah, 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 blah. This popped off 50 million views.
I saw this.
Okay, you saw this. Let's go ahead and take a quick glance. Obviously, very inspired by Cuphead.
Yep. You want to talk about a brutal game? Cuphead's brutal. There's stuff like similar.
Not that bad. All right. So you get the idea. Run and gun, right? Cuphead inspired strongly
100%.
with the look here. Now, this guy, prior to this, the guy who's a developer here, when you scroll through his tweets, they're very much in this vein of my game is good, just nobody notices me. And it was very like woe is me-ish, if you will. He has other games out there in the same kind of style. He has a pinball game here, which looks very similar.
Yeah, very similar style. That rubber hose look, you know.
He's done another game that is like Bennett Foddy that involves the grabbing, getting up with Bennett Foddy or whatever that game was, where you're using your axe to move up the level or whatever.
Oh yeah,
falling down, whatever that game was. He's had several of those, and you just kind of scroll through and you can see he's done like FPS, right?
So that looks like that looks like that mouse game that's going to come out. The first person, what's that called? It's like the 1950s rubber hose.
Mouse PI.
Yeah. That looks like that almost.
Okay, so same type of thing here, but he has gone out of his way, and this is a bigger conversation here, but this was pointed out. Your game is literally AI generated. I'm not even joking. Look at the media tab, right? So this has been pointed out, and this has 67 million likes, right? He actually has ratioed the initial post over here of it being AI generated. Now, look, I've first and foremost, I wanted to open it up to you guys. So your thoughts on AI generation? This is an ongoing conversation, and let me just open by saying we are in a unique time where people are are trying to figure out what should be human, what should be AI. If you use Photoshop, are you using AI technology to autofill your picture, your color? Are we using AI right now because I'm able to pull blabs from is this all AI? This is all code and stuff, right? Like where does the rule stop and start, right? But it was interesting to kind of see this guy get called out on this. I don't know what this has done for his sales, but this was a very viral post that popped off. So Ray, what are your thoughts on this?
So I'm an artist, right? I do production for a living. I do video editing, I do photography, I do videography, I do all the things as a living. There are certain parts of my toolbox where I say AI can be a very powerful tool, but it's not a replacement. Like my beef with AI right now is people just like go into ChatGPT and they'll explain a scene and then they'll use it. And it's usually crap. Like it's usually not very good. And then they're like, "Oh, I'm a graphic designer." No, you're not. You're not a graphic designer. You're not doing this work at all. But I, as a designer, will use AI to generate missing resources that I then put back into my main canvas or to fill shading. As a photographer, about a year ago, I took a photo of, I don't know, it's like a parrot or something like that. And it was just it came out a little bit grainy. And so I was like, let's test this AI thing out. So I put it in ChatGPT and I told ChatGPT, don't change anything about this picture. All I want you to do is clean it up. Okay. Balance the color to bring it to industry stand. I wanted to see like what it did as a cleanup. And I noticed that there was things about the beak of the bird that weren't quite the same. Instantly I was like, this is not my image anymore. Like 100%, this is not what I shot. It looks relatable, but it's not me. I think there's in content creation and in movies and in video games, in some questions, do the ends justify them? Like, does it matter? Okay. So like if that game is AI created and it's good, do I as a consumer care? I don't know if I care as a consumer. As an artist, it bothers me.
Okay. And I think those are both extremely fair. And I think that's the one thing that I go back to is the classic, and you may appreciate this, the classic Bill Parcells quote, "Don't tell me about the pain, just show me the baby."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And as a consumer, as a customer, I don't care how you got there.
Yep.
I just care if it's good. Just show me the good stuff. And that is definitely one of those things that, and that may seem very callous.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right? And our job, we are a production company here at Side Scrollers, right? We produce content. This live show is a part of things that we produce on a day-to-day basis. We're going to be producing more shows in 2026. That's what the Fundathon was all about.
Yeah.
I have no problem leveraging existing tools to help create content for you guys. No problem with that. So when it comes to the AI, this is one of those situations where look, my dad he's been a commercial illustrator his entire life, his entire professional career. I've seen the work that has been done with his hands, with brush strokes. I think there is so much tremendous value in that. Now, we took one of his images. He has a very unique art style.
Yeah.
We took one of his images and I just popped it into Photoshop and asked it to replicate something with AI.
Yep.
It was able to create.
Dude, that Photoshop AI tool is super strong.
Ridiculous.
It is insane.
And he was kind of taken back at the idea, as most artists would be. But I think in a situation right here, this is one of those things where you better get off the tracks because that train's coming through, man. You better hop on the train or get out of the way.
I mean, look, the entire, I mean, for the second year in a row, Coca-Cola's Christmas marketing campaign, which is like beloved, it's a national treasure.
Yep.
For a second year in a row, it's all AI. I mean, like it's all AI generated. And again, like somewhere in that campaign, there's still some person that's stitching that together and taking those elements and doing it. I don't know what Coke did. I don't know how much of it is and how much of it isn't, but like that AI tool that we were talking about for Photoshop, one of the craziest things I've ever seen was a demo that somebody did of that. They took a picture, they put their cell phone upside down in like their backyard, and they took a picture of just the grass, and it made the grass look like it was tall in the way that they had framed the shot. And then they uploaded that into Photoshop, and they used the AI tool to expand it. Instead of it being vertical, they made it into a landscape, and it finished that. And then they selected a section and they said put mountains here, and they selected a section, said put beautiful flowers, and by the time it was over, it looked like a legitimate like photo of a country mount, like, and it's all fake other than the original grass. Like that's tough. And what makes it tough for me is, and I don't want to like go on a super rant here, but like about a year and a half ago, there was a YouTube account that was growing because he was taking he had AI generated Justin Bieber's voice, and he had AI generated church worship song lyrics for brand new church worship songs. And he was putting this video on YouTube. Now, he wasn't selling the music totally. He also AI generated video footage to make like a music video. And so he releases Justin Bieber Gets Saved and Here's His Worship album, right? Oof. And it has 5 million views. I mean, like it had more views than I could imagine. Now, on the one hand, he's not selling these tracks, so is it really copyright? But on the other hand, he's joined and been a part of the YouTube creator program and has made a significant amount of money off the views and the ad revenue for this. Like, so does Justin Bieber now have the ability to sue for likeness of his voice? Does he not? That's why we had that shutdown in Hollywood a couple years ago, because the unions they don't know what to do with this. And from video games to entertainment to YouTube to Twitter to all of these things that like likes and clicks and hits and likes and clicks and hits mean life and death for creators. This is how we get paid. This is what we do. It is just a really weird, dangerous gray spot right now. Like it's what is moral, what is immoral, what is right, what is wrong.
Right.
I think like if you're an artist, if you're a graphic designer, and you're using AI as a tool that's helping you shape what your vision is and fill in gaps that you have or whatever, or clean up things that you can, I can understand that. But if you're just going to make up a fake Justin Bieber music page and release fake albums that are sound like him, something that he would never ever do, and you're making money off that, I think it's critically wrong. The video game is the weird in between still to me. Like, does it matter? Does the game play good? Is it fun? Is it entertaining? Or is it going to be some broken AI slop that I've paid $10 for? And Again, I think my bigger thing is like how's Cuphead not sued these people for infringement on their IP? That's the question.
There's a difference between infringing and being inspired by, right? And I guess that's. And by the way, I think it's just one dude. You know, a lot of his posts prior to this were like, I think I'm going to quit, but I think he's just kind of, caught on.
Yeah, looking for. He wants people to be like, no, don't leave, come back.
Don't leave. Yeah, it's kind of a pity thing. All right, I'll tell you what. We're just past 1 right now. We are going to, I have the video pulled up right here. Let me just give you guys a sneak peek right here of good old young Craig hanging out with Zeltroid outside of a GameStop. This is what we're going to be watching here in just a second. Like I said, I have not pre-screened this, but you can watch young skinny Craig. Go check out this. We're going to be doing this everywhere but YouTube. And I'm sorry, YouTube. Like I said, would love to do this. So please join us over at Rumble. The link is at the top of the chat. All you need to do is click that one time. It'll take you right there. And we'd love for you guys to continue. If you guys want to make an account, please consider doing so over at Rumble. That'd be great for you guys to join us. Lots of Rumble friends over there. All right. Blabs, any supers before we wrap?
Yeah, but before I get to those supers, I'm going to do another shout out because we have this happening over on Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central Time over on Plus, exclusively on Plus, guys. It's going to be Des, Eric, and Cecil, and they're doing a watch party. That's right. You can go and watch Return to Oz with them in real time. And we also have the Lego stream that happened yesterday, so you can catch up on that. And then what's happening, Craig? What do we got going on?
Well, you mean as far as Overcooked?
Yeah.
We got the amazing Leaflet and Kirsha teaming up, and maybe we'll have a few other folks added to that as well. We'll see. So you guys head over to Side Scrollers Plus, use promo code PLUS to get a discount. by joining us and supporting such spectacular, fun things that we have going on over there. We really appreciate that.
All right. Nathan for 20 says, Well, I don't disagree with the logic. I don't think that the corporation of Rockstar is thinking that far ahead. I've seen too many game devs that people claim that they care about quality and have a broken release anyway. Fair point. Taker for 5 says, Tyler should have known of the potential shitstorm he could receive from covering that festival. I like his pun.
Little punny there. Little punny.
It's called.
And then Future just came in on Plus for 20, says, AI, please play this relevant and much shorter video leaflet made. Or if you have time for the full one, he sent 2 links. So I have the short. I don't know. It's 33 seconds long. We can play this one. This is from Leaflet.
And to be clear, Leaflet makes some, like she is, when you talk about being an artist with AI, she is learning the tools and the craft. Go ahead and play this real quick.
All right, here we go. Look at Ray.
Shining through, dreaming melodies with Suno too. I'll cling to you, my heart won't stray. Grow up my soul in a brand new way. All my A's light up my view because I means love and I love you.
That entire thing, literally that entire thing, made in AI. That is balls crazy.
That's crazy, dude. Your community with the AI stuff. I saw like when we were together, there was AI like animations of photos that we had taken that weekend that were hilarious with Blabs.
Oh, yeah.
Someone did one of you guys put the promo out with me yesterday, and it had me saying like I had enough drugs if the vampire bit me that they'd get as high as the moon or something ridiculous because of my face. Like whatever. It's funny. I love it for that, like that kind of stuff. But your community is like on point with the AI generation.
This is AI generated. This is AI generated. This is definitely not AI generated. Sorry, just kidding. No, AI.
Those are some real assets.
Look at me. There's me.
Oh, magic.
Frolicking through with my headphones on.
Frolicking Craig.
Yeah, here's Blabs.
That's not me though. You can totally tell it's not me.
That's definitely you. Totally,
That's not even my face.
Definitely Blabs right there. There she is.
Again,
right
not my face. So I need work.
Give it 2 weeks.
Your face looks like the face on that Dorothy poster that you just put up.
Right? Yeah.
I see.
It's funny, dude.
I see we do have one last one from executive producer Elsie over here. What do we have from that?
Where? Oh, over there on Plus. Sorry, guys. I didn't see. I literally just checked it. Executive producer Elsie for $11.07 says, Spoon Ninja used AI to finish my photo of Kirsch's figure. Hang on. Let me pull this up. Oh, my. Okay, I'm going to play this. It's just a GIF. Boop. Here we go.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Kirsch figurine. Or action figure, I should say.
That's amazing. Like I said, it's a tool, man. And we will use that tool. I'm telling you right now, we're going to use that tool coming soon. So we're
There's a difference in supplement and replacement.
Right. And yeah. All right, guys, join us over at Rumble right now. You guys watching over on YouTube, appreciate you guys popping in. The link is at the top of the chat. I wish we could show you guys over here, but I just don't think that's going to be possible. So thank you guys very much for popping in, hanging out with us over on YouTube. The link to Rumble is at the top of the chat. Join us there. I need to make sure I know how to turn off the thing over here. Let's see, stream settings. No, that's it. Let's see where. Oh, there we are. Okay, good. All right, you guys. Thank you very much, YouTube. Have a great rest of your day. Get outside, touch some grass, and join us over at Rumble or on Kick or on Plus. Ray, real quick, tell everybody where they can find you, my friend.
Man, you guys can find me on Rumble at This Is The Ray or This Is The Ray Gaming. Also on Twitter, as most of you guys have found me at This Is The Ray. If you're enjoying the takes or really bad gameplay of several games, including Arc Raiders and Battlefield Red Sec, I'm getting roasted right now because it's been out for a week and I haven't won yet. It's bad. Rabble Wrangler is letting me down. I'm just saying we played until 3 a.m. together last night. And it's bad, but we're entirely mid gameplay and talking about all sorts of fun things. We'd love to have you hang out with us. Rumble needs some love right now, so go give This Is The Ray and This Is Ray Gaming some love, and I'll appreciate it very, very much.
Thank you. That's Ray with an A,
His
guys.
links are in the description below.
YouTube, you guys have a great rest of your day. Get outside, touch some grass, join us on Rumble or Kick or Plus. Appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Remember, we're going to try to keep it down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal? Do me a favor. Go get it. I'd really appreciate that. Hold on one second. I'm almost done. Hold on. I got to get this queued up 1 second before we go. We have to, I was almost done. I had everything ready to go. Then I didn't, Blabs. Sorry.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I know.
Michael.
I know.
Ryan Reynolds said that.
All right, now it's time to go. See you.